Welcome back. Today, while I work at the bench, I'd like to tell you a story. I once heard a story about a man who had 2 clay cups. Every morning, before sunrise, long before anyone else in the village was awake, he would walk a narrow dirt path to a spring just beyond the edge of town. The path wasn't easy. It wound through rocks and tall grass, crossed a small wooden bridge, and climbed a gentle hill before reaching the cool, clear water. Balanced across his shoulders was a wooden yoke, and hanging from each end of that yoke was a clay cup. One cup was beautiful. Its surface was smooth. It had been carefully fired, perfectly shaped, and never had a single flaw. It held every drop of water that was poured into it. The other cup wasn't nearly as impressive. Somewhere along the way, it had developed a small crack. It wasn't shattered. It wasn't broken beyond use. It just simply leaked. Every morning, the man filled both cups to the brim and began the long walk home. By the time he reached his house, the perfect cup was still completely full. The cracked cup had lost nearly half of its water. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. The perfect cup became proud. It silently admired itself because it did exactly what it was designed to do. The cracked cup, however, carried a growing sense of shame. Every trip home reminded it of what it wasn't. Every drop that escaped felt like another failure. One morning, unable to carry the weight of disappointment any longer, the cracked cup finally spoke. "I'm sorry." The old man stopped walking. "You deserve better than this. Every day you carry me all the way to the spring, fill me completely, and every day I fail you. I wish I were more like the other cup. I wish I didn't have this crack." The old man smiled. "Tomorrow morning, I want you to pay attention to your side of the path." The next morning, the cracked cup noticed blue flowers, yellow blossoms, red poppies, butterflies, birds, bees, and sparkling morning dew. It had walked the path thousands of times and never noticed any of it. When they reached home, the old man said, "I've known about your crack since the day I found you. I planted flower seeds only on your side of the trail. Every morning, without realizing it, you've been watering them. The other cup carried water. You helped grow a garden." I think about that story more now than I ever did when I was younger. When I first started making jewelry, I wanted to become the perfect cup. Perfect solder seams, perfect stone settings, perfect polish, a perfect business, a perfect life. Every mistake felt like proof that I wasn't good enough. Every failure became something I tried to hide. But after more than 40 years at the bench, I've learned something different. The things I once viewed as cracks have often become the very things that shaped me. The repair that humbled me years ago is the reason I can help someone today. The customer who extended grace after I made a mistake taught me honesty. The jobs that frustrated me taught me patience. The pieces that didn't turn out exactly as I planned taught me perseverance. Those weren't detours. Those were teachers. Even the people who walk into my shop rarely bring me perfect things. They bring broken wedding rings, bent bracelets, necklaces with memories attached to them, and pieces that no longer work but still matter. Maybe people aren't all that different. We spend so much of our lives wishing we didn't have cracks. We compare ourselves to others and think perfection is what gives us value. But maybe perfection was never the goal. Maybe our purpose is simply to faithfully carry out what we've been given, to keep showing up, to keep walking, to keep creating, to keep encouraging, and to keep learning. Because the things we see as weaknesses may be quietly watering someone else's garden. You may never know whose life is different because you refused to quit. You may never meet the person who found hope because you kept creating. And you may never realize how many flowers have grown behind you. So don't spend your life wishing you were the perfect cup. Be grateful that you're still being carried. Keep walking, keep creating, keep pouring into others. Trust that even the places where you feel broken may be the places where something beautiful is growing. Because in the end, craftsmanship isn't about becoming perfect. It's about faithfully using what you've been given, cracks and all. And that's what craftsmanship has taught me.